Okay, I'm not sure how this video is going to work out. In fact, I don't really know if this video is going to work out, but I'm going to do some work on one of my tools, which is for creating levels, basically. So like, if you've ever played a game like Secret of Mana or Chrono Trigger or any kind of SNES RPG, I want to be able to create stuff like that. So the way I've got it going now is I'm just trying to create something that can create worlds. So this is my level creator tool, and what I do is I have layers, and on these layers I can add images. So here I'll have layer 0, which is a map. Let me change the size of the map to 4096, 2048. Fine, enter. And that map is there. And then on the second layer, I'll have nothing but trees. And my goal is to make it so that you would see something like this. I know I'm not a good artist, but basically it's a green grassy area with a trail that the player would be following, and there's, you know, trees along the way that the guy can walk behind. And so some of the things I need to work, this tool, it's still a baby, it's still brand new, so it still has a long way to go. So it's gonna be a little bit. I'm gonna see what I can do about the resolution settings, because I know this has got to be rough on the program. What can I do to help you out there? I'm not sure I can help you out there. I'm dropping 1/3 of my frames, lol. But yeah, something like this. And each of those things you can move manually if you want. Like if that tree, I didn't like it there, I move it a little to the right, it moves to the right, etc., etc. Alright, let me get started. I doubt you can see my code. Let me see if I can make another screen. Add a monitor capture. Zoom in code. Okay. Use a subregion. Select the region. I will select from here to, can't fucking see. Why do you do this to me? Come on, there, to like there. There we go, subregion selected. Press enter. Alright, subregion selected. Okay. Let's try this out real quick. Hold on. Fit that sucker to screen. Center the bastard. Be a little better, I guess. And then when I want to show the program, what can I do? Guess I can just swap over to monitor, right? Yeah. Alright, that'll work. Alright, so I had some goals today. I also have my laundry going, so at some point I'm going to have to stop. But my goals are to put in a render checkbox for the layers, and then render the layers only when the render checkbox is checked. Render the layers from the bottom to the top. Okay, so let's do that. Alright, so how am I going to do that? First, we need a checkbox on the layer. So let's add a checkbox to our tool. Where the hell's checkbox? C box, there you are. Checkbox. Its name will be C-box layer render. By, the thing will say render layer, and by default it will be true. Is it value? No, it's checked. Checked. It is true. All right, cool. Now, let's see. When I add a layer, well, yeah, first of all, my layer now needs a boolean to track whether it's being rendered or not. So, layer bool render. On the constructor, we will assume render equals true. So basically, when a layer is created, it is rendered. Public bool render get return render. Helps if you finish your parentheses. Set render equals value. There. So now you can set it. We don't need to show that in the list box, so that is good there. Also, my data binding isn't always that great, so I don't want to hear shit about it. Sometimes it's not worth the hassle. Let's see. When I add a layer, this brand new layer is created and it's rendered. That's right, I agree with that. I add it to the list, right? Yeah, well, that's easy. All right, cool. Then, when I select a layer, there's more to it than that. There's also cbox layer render dot checked now equals layers lbox layers dot selected index dot render. So if it's renderable, it'll check the checkbox. If it's not renderable, it won't check the checkbox. All right. So that will handle that. When you hit change, if you change the name, I don't care about that. All right, so now I need to handle when they check or uncheck the checkbox. So only bother if a layer is selected, first of all. So we're just going to steal that code because it does the exact same thing. All right, so if we get this far, we know they had something selected and they either checked or unchecked the checkbox. So layers bracket lbox layers dot selected index dot render now equals the cbox layer renders checked value. So if it's checked, it'll set it to true. If it's not checked, it'll set it to false. Let's comment this function. I need to put exception handling in here as well. I haven't done that yet. All right, so sets the render value of the layer. All right, based off the check box. All right, so that should handle that. So now that should correctly get and set the render value. So now I just need to use that render value when I'm drawing the level. So now we're going to go to the render function method, whatever the hell C# calls it. Render, surrender. All right. See, it used to be right now, currently, I am only drawing the selected layer, which is not what I ultimately want. What I ultimately want is for it to draw all layers that are set to render from the bottom layer to the top. So if I'm drawing the entire level, first I want it to draw the sky in the background, then I want it to draw the ground, then I want it to draw the trees, then I want to draw the clouds that are floating overhead if there are anything like that. So, you know, basically in the proper order to draw. Because if you draw it in reverse order, you know, if you draw the clouds first, then you draw the trees are going to be on top of the clouds. And then if you draw the ground's going to be on top of the trees, which are on top of the clouds. And then if you draw the sky in the background, you're going to have the sky, and that's all you're going to see on the screen. So we have to draw it in the proper order. So let's now change this drawing thing here. All right. For every layer, what did I call it? I think I called it layer, right? Layer, current layer. Oh wait, C# does for each layer, current layer, in layers, right? Yeah. So that's the problem when you code in like Java and C#. Even though the languages are very similar, some of their keywords are slightly different, and it can throw you off. So for every layer, only render the layers that are checked. So if current layer, what the fuck? You mean it's in read only? I was typing. Why'd you interrupt me? Something happened, didn't it? Am I still streaming? Yes. Why did you interrupt me, Pro? I don't even know why you interrupted me, but whatever. If the current layer is render, alright, then for each placed image, current image in my layers sub, actually just do current layer, yeah, current layer sub images, only render the layers that are checked. For every image on that layer, draw it. DX wrapper, manage texture manager, instance, draw, current image, ID. Just steal this line. Can't see. We're gonna assume that's right. We're gonna assume that's right for now. Comment out the old, what are you doing? Why is my shit jumping around? Comment out this shit for now. And see if it works. 2 errors. Yay, what's wrong? X off this because I just commented that bitch out. Sure did. We will do it right here. There we go. Run the program. So now it should render 2 layers as long as I have them set to renderable. So let's add the map image. Oh, hold on, let me switch screen. Alright, so let's add the map image, which I did. Now add a tree. Add 1 layer. And this layer is going to be known as the background. Change it. Alright, now add another layer. And this will be known as the forest layer. Change it. So now in my list of layers, I have a background and I have a forest layer. So on the background layer, I'm going to add a map. And I'm going to make sure that map is all the way in the corner. It's hard to tell, but it is. I'm going to change the map size again. I got to remember to find a smaller picture. I need an artist too, by the way. Okay. All right, cool. So now in the forest layer, see, I already know that it's working because it used to be when I would select a different layer like this, it would make the other layer disappear. But now I can have the forest layer selected and the background layer still is visible. So now I'm going to add trees to the forest layer, and hopefully the trees will show up not behind the background but on top of the background. Perfect. And it seems to work. So we're going to scroll down. So I got a little forest here. And it works nicely. Whoops, kind of put that one on the path, didn't I? Let me see if I can move him over. There we go, he's off the path now. So it worked. Now, what I want to do now is I want to see if I can hide and show these layers. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to try my little checkbox here. Hide the trees. Good. Hide the background. Good. Show the trees. Good. Show the background. Good. Hide the background. Show the background. It works. It works great. That is just fucking perfect. That is awesome. Alright, I have already accomplished 2 of my goals, I believe. That's fucking awesome. I did not expect it to be that fast. Alright, let me pull up my next goals. Let me delete this commented out code. I don't need it anymore. That was fucking beautiful, man. Fucking beautiful. Alright, so my next goal is to... Alright, so I put in the render checkbox for the layers. I only render layers that have the render checkbox checked, and I render layers from the bottom to the top. That was 90% of my goals. The next thing I want to do is I want to consider sorting my layer items by their Y order. And I think that's important, and I'll show you why. The reason that's important is because add a layer, let's throw the map on it, set the bitch in the top left corner. So if I have a bunch of trees and I draw them upward, you have a problem where the tree, the one that you placed last, shows up on top of all the other trees, even though this tree is higher up and clearly should be behind the other trees. It shows up on top. But what we can do is we can set we can set it where, depending on the Y value of the tree, it will appear behind the other trees properly. I don't have to fucking tell it, which is a little nice. And I think that is something that I would want to do. So the way I'm going to have to do that is I'm going to have to... See, there's two ways I can do it. I can either sort automatically, which is a little scary, and I don't think I want to sort automatically, or I can have a sort button, which is what I think I want. And basically, anytime you hit sort, it'll sort it. And when this tool is done and I generate levels for my engine, I will automatically create my level file sorted, so I don't have to fucking tell it to sort for the level file. So I just need to make sure that I am sorting when I click a sort. So I'm going to need a sort button first of all. So let's go ahead and add that. All right, so swap this bitch over probably. All right. All right, so now let's add a button. Well, I guess we'll just add it here for now. No, don't add it to that. Add it to the images, not to the layers, to the images down here. And we will call this sort. So this is button image sort. And it says sort. How am I going to figure out the Y level of all these bitches? That is not going to be fun. I'm going to have to determine. Okay, we'll figure it out. Don't overthink it just yet. Alright, so sorts all of the placed images on this layer by their Y order. Alright, so how am I going to do this? I am going to do what? I don't know yet. I am going to figure this out. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, I know a slow way I can do it. I guess that's what I'll do. Yeah. Alright, fuck it. We'll do the slow way until I can think of a faster way. So I need a list of placed images known as new order. And it is a new list. Oh, hold on. First of all, if they click the sort button, don't even bother if there's no layer selected or if there's no images in that layer. So if lbox layers.selected index does not equal -1 and lbox layers items, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Is greater than 0. That way I know for sure. Alright. Only bother if we have a layer, and then even then only bother if we have at least one, well, I guess at least two at least two placed images, right? That's when we know we need to sort. So if, how do I code that? If lbox placed images dot items dot count is greater than 1. So if we have it more than one of them, now we need our items that we make. Alright, so create our new list. So now we have our new list. So we should go through our, we're going to have to do this. I got to think of a better way to do this. Yeah, I mean, I know one way. For every item in the list, go through the list to find the smallest number. Once we've found the smallest number, put it in our new list. Repeat. For every item in our list. So that's a that's a bubble sort basically. Not cool, but you know, it works. For every image in our list, for each, I don't know if I want to do a for each. No, we'll just do a regular for now. Int I, int, yeah, I equals 0, I is less than what? Layers, bracket. What the oh shit. My I need to check my laundry. I'll be right back. Laundry is not done quite yet. The more I think about it though, it would be smarter if I just did an insertion sort. When I add a new layer, automatically sort it. But the reason I don't like that is because you would see on my program the list of images being scrambled around as you did it. So it would be a little weird. But I still think it might be the smart thing to do. So that's probably something I'm going to do. Maybe, I don't know. For now, we'll stick with what we got. So for every item in our list, layers, so the L box, layers dot selected layer dot images dot count plus plus II for every image in our list again, or int jj equals 0, jj is less than same fucking thing, right? Probably not the best way. You can make it equal to II plus 1. That way you don't compare it to itself. So U to U to U, straddle it a little. That is probably not a good idea. No. Right? No, start at 0. Right? Because, yeah, we're just going to start at 0. So, alright, so if I does not equal JJ, if it's not the same item, compare to see who's smaller. Bubble sorting that bitch. Problem is, I have to calculate the Y's of these things. I need to have my placed images have a function that returns the Y value that I want. So that's what we're going to do now. Placed image has an X, it has a Y, it has the ID. That's all I need. So give me a method called what? Base Y. Get return set doesn't do shit. Can I just say nothing for set? You know, I don't know that about C#. I don't know if you can... Yeah, I know, that's dumb. Can I just have nothing? Would that work? Probably not, huh? Oh, actually that works. That's great. Cool. Alright. So now I can just do .base y. Go down. Alright, so... Zero. Well, if I'm doing it this way, then I can definitely have it like II plus 1. Right? Yeah, I think so. So if, get this fucker, because there's no way I'm gonna type that shit again. So if II's base y is less than JJ's base y, don't you mean the other way? If JJ is less than II, then we swap them? Yes, that's exactly what I meant. I don't think it matters. Whatever. Then switch them. Switch the two. I don't have a way to switch, do I? No, I can do it the old-fashioned way. Placed image temp equals this guy sub JJ. Right? Yeah. Then sub JJ now equals II. Right, so that replaces over JJ. And then II now equals temp. That should work. We'll find out, won't we? Alright, so load the map. No, just load the tree. We don't need the map right now. Add a layer. This layer, put some trees down. So we got a bunch of trees. And these should clearly be in the back because their Y value is higher. And I'm going to hit the sort button. And I crashed. What'd I do wrong? Break. JJ. 1. II. 8. What's out of range? Do I have only so many? How many layers do I got? Images 7. Yeah, and I'm going on 8. That's funny. How'd I fuck that up? Because I did a +1, right? II is 8. How'd that happen? II is 0. Why did I get inside this? That didn't make sense. Am I doing a ++ somewhere? Oh, I am. Wow. That's a dumb mistake. JJ. Wow, that almost fucked me. No wonder it fucking crashed. Sorry, that was my fault. Add a layer, this tree. Throw a bunch of trees down. Now put the ones that should clearly be behind them. Alright, now hit the sort button. And it worked. All the trees that should be behind are now behind. All the trees that should be in front are now in front. And it works great. Now if I go and I place new trees, they will show up on top. But all I gotta do is hit sort again. And they are now sorted. So that does work. That makes drawing the layers a little easier. And when I create my level file for my engine to load, it will automatically do this sort before it prints it out. Well, I did not expect that to be done as fast as it was. So I'm trying to figure what should I do now. You know? Let's see. I would like to draw a square around the image that I select down here so that I know which tree I'm looking at when I select it. Because right now I click on these trees, I see I have like 50 trees in this list, but I don't know which one's which until I start to move them, like so. I'm going to move one to the left. Okay, so I'm touching that one over there. You know, but there's no way I could have known that. So what I would like is when I click on a tree in this list, for it to put a red box or something around that tree. I think that would be more useful to help me move things. One day I would like to also have the mouse be able to actually, you know, fucking move the item, but one step at a time. Alright, so let's work on drawing a box around that. And the way I'll do that is I will simply look, okay, is there something selected in this list? If so, draw a red box around it. Alright. To do that, I need to go to my render function. Render. That's for drawing stuff. We need to do it right here. Draw a red box around selected item, selected place item, placed image. Alright, so if the L box layers selected index does not equal -1 and L box layers items count greater than 0 and the L box placed images selected index does not equal -1 and the L box placed images items count is greater than 0. So if all that's true, then we know, okay, he has a layer selected, he has this image selected. So let's draw a fucking box around it. So I need to draw a left line, a right line, a top line, and a bottom line. So the left line would be what? dx. Do I do it with that one? I think I do it, right? Instance, draw line, yep. Alright, so x1 for the left would be what? It would, well, I'm going to need the image first, so go ahead and give me the image. Placed image. Do I really want to pull it? I don't think I want to pull it. I'll just learn to, I'll type it. Alright, so what do I need? I need int min x, max x, min y, max y. Min x equals L box layer, no. Layers, sub, L box layers, dot selected index, dot images, sub, what's the fucking thing? L box placed images, dot selected index, dot x, got it. Min y equals almost the same thing, except y. Max x now equals the x plus, shit, how am I going to write this? dx wrapper, the texture manager, the instance, get the texture width of that fucker. Wow. Did that work? That's fucking a lot to type. Max y equals same fucking thing dot y plus the texture height. Man, I need to fucking comment this shit. Wow, that was a lot. Alright, well anyways, I finally got what I needed. So the the left line would be the min x min y to the min x max y. And for now we'll just do red, so until I get this shit working better. So the right line would be the max x min y to the max x max y, red. The top line would be the min x min y to the max x min y, Yes. Yes, completely. All right. And then the final line, the bottom line, would be min x max y to max x max y. Build. Alright, so I think that would work, unless I fuck something up, which we will find out shortly. Tree, add a layer, place a bunch of fucking trees. Now, hit the sort button. They are all sorted beautifully. Now the moment of truth, click on one. I know exactly which tree I'm looking at, except the only downside is the red lines do not draw on top of the tree, they draw behind the tree, which is not quite what I wanted. I did want to see a little better the box of the selected thing. So what I need to do is draw the red line after I draw all the trees. Even if I can't fucking see the tree, at least I'll see the box, and I'll know he's somewhere in there. So we're gonna change that by simply moving the draw order of this bitch. To here. That should work. Right? Find out. Same thing, load an image, add a layer, place a bunch of fucking trees everywhere. Hit the sort button, beautifully sorted. Now, click on a tree. Yes. Now, even though I can't see the tree, I've got a good idea of just which fucking tree I'm messing with. Perfect. This is making my life a lot easier. So now I say, you know what? I want this guy to move to the right. Beautiful. All right. It's working. And if you notice, because the sort worked, all the trees that are up top are at the beginning of the list, and all the trees that are at the bottom are at the end of the list. It's working. It works beautifully. Sorry, I forgot you guys can't see all the time. Yeah, I know, I'm not the best artist in the world, but it does work. It's working beautifully. I do have an artist friend who said she'd help me, but yeah, she hasn't drawn shit for me yet. Okay, so another thing is if I move this tree here down, no, the other down, your military down. Now at the moment he draws behind, but if I hit the sort button, he should immediately be put on top in front of all these others. And he is. It's fucking beautiful. This shit works. That's good. That's good. Alright, so, well, that was actually every single goal that I wanted to accomplish today. That was done really fast. So I guess I should do additional stuff here. What I would like to have a background that can repeat. So like if you are outside and there's a moving sky in the background, I would like that sky tile to be able to repeat. So that's something. Oh, that's the other thing. I'd like backgrounds to be able to move in the first fucking place. So one thing at a time. Let's just get it to repeat first. All right, so to do that, I'm going to need a sky image. So yeah, good luck with that. I'm going to need, I guess, MS Paint again. See, this is what it's like when you're not a good artist. You get to fucking draw on the fly. Alright, so how big is this, first of all? No, that's, well, yeah, that's okay. No, that's too big. Let's do 128. 128. Ah, damn, it's so tiny. Alright, anyways. I see skies are blue and clouds are white and look like popcorn or something. God, I'm a terrible fucking artist. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh my God, this is the worst fucking cloud. It looks like spilt milk. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. I can get an artist later. Doesn't fucking matter. Come on, let's get all the blue shit out of my cloud. Actually, Looks a little textured with a little bit of blue. No, just get rid of it. That's a bad idea. I am not an artist. It's just floating milk stains. Okay. Let's add some black lines, right? People do that to their clouds. They have black lines. So like, woo, there you go. There's my cloud. Not the prettiest cloud. File save as cloud.ping to the desktop. I know, such a great spot. Alright, so now I need to specify when an image is supposed to repeat on the X and when it's supposed to repeat on the Y. So that is going to be a little hard to do, but I think I can do it. Alright, well, we're going to need two checkboxes basically. We'll put them down here. I need more room. More room. You have to give me more room than that. Can't fucking see! Alright, this checkbox will be called CBox Repeat X. And it is for repeat X. And its default value will be false. I don't want every fucking image by default repeating. Alright, now I need another checkbox right below it. And I want you to be called CBox Repeat Y. And you will say repeat Y. And by default, I want you to set to false because I don't want every image I place to repeat on the Y. So fuck you. Alright, so now I need for every placed image to have a boolean on whether they're repeating or not. So find placed images, bool, repeat X, bool, repeat Y, and when they are created, repeat X equals repeat Y equals false, because you are not repeating by default. I will need getters and setters for them. 1, 2. Alright, so getters and setters are made. So now I can actually set these images to repeat X or repeat Y. So I need to handle when you select one. When you select one, I need to set what? The C box, the checkbox. Repeat X dot checked equals, I'm not gonna type that, just fucking steal it. Why type when you can copy? Thank God for copy paste. The original programmers, they're the ones who had it the worst. They had to type everything. Imagine the first programmer who created copy and paste. You know that guy was like a fucking hero. Hero of time kind of shit. Repeat Y, there we go. So that should make it where when I select an item in my list, it automatically checks or not checks those boxes. Now I need to make it where when you actually check or uncheck the checkbox, it sets it on the image. So let's do that. That's what this function will be for. Handles, don't you dare. Handles the setting of the repeat X setting. Alright, so only bother if I have all that stuff. Can I steal that? I would really like to steal that. Yes, I can. Only bother this shit, yeah. Alright, so only bother if a placed item is selected, and that's exactly what that does. Alright, so if we get this far, we know they have something selected and they've clicked on that box. So now we can say that layers sub lbox selected index crap dot images sub selected image dot repeat X equals the C box repeat X value. And that should handle that. Yes. So now we're going to copy that whole damn code, and we're going to do the same exact thing except for Y. So repeat Y, bam, blah 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 blah, repeat Y dot checked, and for repeat Y, perfect. And let's steal the comment as well. All of the comment. Jerk. Boom. Change the X to the Y, and that should do it. So now, run the program. Switch over to the mode that you can see better. Alright, so load the cloud. That looks fucking terrible. Add a layer. Throw in the cloud. Put the cloud in the top left corner, and that's where it would be. Now what I want is to set a repeat X value and a repeat Y value, and that is it. That should do it. The repeat X is now set for this cloud. Now I need to add a layer for the map and a layer for trees. So let's load the map in. Let's load the trees. Alright, so on the map layer, ah fuck, I crashed or something. System, how did I fuck that up? What happened? What happened? Selected index is 1. Selected index is 0. Ah, what happened here? So how did I get in here? What happened? I don't even know what happened. Selected index was 0. Selected index was 1. How'd you get in there though? Because the count was greater than 0? Really? What the shit? What are you talking about? Okay, see, I got a problem already. So something has happened with this. I need to fix it. How did I fuck that up? How did I fuck that up? I did not add properly. I need to make the layer adding a little safer. Right here. So I said a new layer, created the fucker. Layer lock is true. Selected, there's the problem. I need to make it where anytime I add a new layer, I don't keep whatever I had selected. That's probably the best thing. That's probably the best thing I can do. How did I fuck that up though? I don't even know. I don't think that was it. Try this again. Alright, fuck you. Load everything. Fucking tree. Fucking map. Fucking sky. Load a background layer. I'm even going to rename your ass background layer. Change. And on the background layer, I have a cloud. And that cloud is in the top left corner, and it repeats on X and it repeats on Y. Alright, now, add another layer and see if this is where it crashes. No. See, that worked fine. It's when I click off of the layer. Alright, so that's what's wrong. Fix that shit. So I added a layer, but then I tried to switch off here. This is where it's broken. And I can see I've got commented out code here. So I fucked something up before and never fixed the shit. Alright, so what happens? I say, okay, if a layer is selected, and then load the text name, load the checkbox, refresh the placed images, but I have to fix the selected index too. Right? How do I determine? Fuck me. Alright. Here's how I'm gonna do it. L box placed images selected index equals -1. In other words, nothing is selected after that. That should solve that, hopefully. See, this is where I need to get better at my data binding, because data binding would solve this problem, but I don't fucking remember how to do data binding, because I ain't fucking done that. Oh, no, where is it, tree? Alright, so add a layer, background layer, change. Alright, now on the background layer, I got a fucking cloud, and that cloud is in the top left corner. Add a layer, didn't break, and here goes the moment of truth. Switch layers, and it still broke. What the shit? What the fuck? I must be non-native in this. Alright, so what happened now? Layer selected index is 1. Box placed images selected index is 0. How'd you go to 0? What the shit? I don't even know how you got there. Show me what's in L box placed images. Cloud. So the cloud list is still there. I don't understand that. Selected item 0, 2. What the shit? I don't understand. What am I doing wrong here? Someone tell me what I'm doing wrong. Let me look at it again. Fucking load a cloud. Load a map. Load a tree. Add a layer. Put the cloud on it. Cloud's in the top left. Alright, so I want to watch this when I change it. So go to the change code. Scroll down, goddammit, I can't see. I want to watch this shit run. So I add a layer. Here it is. Layers. So it selected the index change, okay. But why? I didn't change anything. What the fuck? Alright, so if I click here, I break. I don't understand. I am so confused. How did you break? I had a break point here. What the fuck is going on? See, I done fucked it up. I done fucked it up, and I am not sure how to recover this without just going fucking brutal, deselect everything. So I need to think through what I've done here, which sucks. All right, when I add a new layer, I create the new layer. I give it a name of layer 1, layer 2, whatever. I lock the fucking layer. At least I thought I did. Apparently not. I back up what was selected. I back up what was selected of the placed images. I add in the new layers, and then I refresh that list. And then it comes back, and this is where I fuck up, right there. I refresh the selected index, and that fires off the placed image thing. I bet you. I bet if I lock this fucker right here, I bet that's it. Hold on. Go to selected index change. If this and not layer locked. See, that's why you use these fucking locks. Layer lock? Thank you. That should solve my problem, right? Find out. Fucking cloud. You get tired of doing this. Fucking map. I don't even know why I'm loading the map in trees. I never use them. I don't make it that far. Add a layer. Put the cloud on it. Cloud goes in the top left corner. Now, add a layer. And click on that layer. And I crashed. You suck. Same problem, right? Placed images is 0 and I don't have any there, right? Yeah, because I'm on the second one now, which is an empty array. Yep, see, I done fucked up. How do I fix this? How do I fix that? It's with my fucking points. I'm gonna have to think this over, apparently, which sucks. Sucks a lot. Alright, so adding a layer. I might have to just fucking nuke the selected crap. If I add a new layer, then we're just gonna have to deselect whatever's selected. I think that's the only way. I think that is the only way. So that would mean that this would equal -1. I think that is the only fucking way I can do it. And that's if I add. If I select a different layer, same fucking solution, which I've already done. Right? So load the cloud, load the map, load the tree, then add a layer, draw the cloud on that layer, put the cloud in the top left corner, add a new layer. It worked, it deselected down here. That was what the -1 does. Now if I click on layer 2, it shouldn't crash. And it didn't. Good. Wow. Alright, lesson learned. If you switch layers, I'm gonna have to deselect whatever images you had down there. Even if you select the same layer. So if I'm on layer 1 here and I hit cloud, and then I click on layer 1 again, it's gonna deselect cloud and there's not shit I can do about it. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Alright, well that's better. I'm getting somewhere. Now cloud, I want you to repeat on your X and your Y. And I want you to prove that you... Fuck me. Wow, what just happened? I don't even know what just happened. What happened? There it is. Same problem as last time. When I checked the checkboxes. That didn't make sense though. The checkboxes aren't doing shit. That's what I did, right? I changed the checkboxes down here. And then I went up and clicked on the same layer. Fuck me, what the hell? Show me how I don't even know how I did that one. Do that again. Cloud. Fucking map. Fucking tree. Add a layer. Cloud on the layer. Cloud in the top left corner. Added a new layer. I clicked off. It was fine. Now here I clicked on cloud. I clicked on the same layer, it deselected, which was fine. Now how did I fuck this up? I went cloud, repeat X, repeat Y. And then I switched layers, right? And it crashed. Okay, cool. So let's see why that happens. When I choose repeat X, repeat Y, it doesn't really do shit. That's not really the problem. It's gotta be when I clicked on cloud here, right? No? Well, it has to be one of these fuckers. Layers, L-box layers, selected index, dot rend. What the fuck? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong function. Why did it, wait. What the shit? Did you put shit in my coffee? No. I got this shit. You're not gonna trick me. This is a trick. I clicked on this checkbox. Layers, the selected index, images, the selected image, repeat X equals the checkbox. And that's it. That should work perfect. Same here. Layers, the layers, selected index, images, the images, selected index, repeat Y, checkbox. Images, images, layer, layer. Layer, layer, images, images. That's all correct. Prove it. I'm going to have to watch this one slowly because there's something weird going on. I'm not sure how I'm breaking that one, so. And let me see the layer select. You refresh placed images and then don't select anything. That's fine. That should be fine. What the fuck's going on here? Load an image, fucking cloud. Load an image map. Load image tree. Add a layer. Put the cloud on the layer. Fucking put it in the top left. Oh shit, left corner. I put it on the far right. Add another layer. But on layer 1, select the cloud. I want him to repeat on X. Here's my breakpoint. Selected index is 0. And I have 2 layers, that's correct. Images, I have one of them selected, that's correct. And there is one of them, that is correct. Then layers, sub 0, image 0 equals the checkbox. I agree. So we're good. It's checked. Alright, sweet. Do the same thing for Y. I didn't set a breakpoint on that one, but whatever. Now, on the other function, figure out why it crashes, and I'm never going to find that function. Why is this thing always so fucking bulky? Refresh. Is it here? Yeah, layers selected. Alright, so what the shit is going on here? So now I click on this other layer and it goes to shit. Ah, before I can even debug it. Oh, I fucking hate you right now. This is very difficult to figure out. I don't even know how it broke so fast, you know? Like L box, selected index, 1. Switch. Why did you switch over? I'm not even running shit. It's the render is running before I am ready for it to run. That's pretty much what this is. I'm not even finished changing shit over, and it's trying to draw. I might have to have a lock on drawing until I'm done, you know, just lock draw. Don't draw shit. I'm not done setting data, so don't draw anything, you know? Just say, hold up, basically. Tell the program, slow the fuck down. I'm not ready. And it would be here. It would be in this function, where I would pretty much say a Boolean of some sort, which I've already got. I got like 50 Booleans, but I'm gonna replace them all. I'm gonna replace every last one of them with draw lock. Bool, draw lock. Build, because I know I got rid of so many. Yeah. Draw lock equals false. Okay. At the very beginning of render, if draw lock fucking quit, and comment for that is don't draw if I'm not ready. Okay, now I got 11 errors from all the other times I got a lock that's gone now. This is gonna be a nightmare to fix. I have stepped into some serious shit. Yes, I have. This is why I need to get my data binding skills back, because not remembering how to do it is starting to kill me very slowly. Come on, help me out here. Every fucking one of them. Every fucking one. Oh, you're gone. Come on, next. 2 more. There you are. Buy and Goodbye. So now, when do I need to lock the draw? I need to lock the draw when I am switching layers, for one. Draw lock equals true, and do not take that bitch up until I am done. Draw lock equals false. Same with over here when I'm adding layers, which it'll handle that because I set the selected right there. That'll lock the bitch. No, even better. We will do double locking. There. Now take me back to that method. Yeah, but I have no way of knowing whether to lock it here or not. Fuck me. Yep, you're absolutely right. You have no way of knowing. I can figure something out. I can do this. If draw lock is false, then do it this way. I need a boolean. Lol. This is spiraling out of control quick. Temp block equals. Alright, so if it equals that, then we know it's temp locked. Right? So now I can say what? Now I can say if the temp lock, then the fucking draw lock equals true. Okay. And then at the end, if the temp lock is true, then the draw lock equals false. That's perfect. Kind of stupid, but whatever. That should only lock it if it's not already locked. I should just make a fucking method for that. Whatever. Alright, so if that locks when I add a layer, that locks when I change which layer I'm selecting. Let's do the same thing for this, even though I don't fucking trust you. Just in case, draw lock equals true, and then when I'm done, draw lock equals false. There. Now it's gonna flicker. Now the program will probably flicker, but I'm really not sure how to get around that shit, so find out. App, cloud, tree, a layer, and that layer has a cloud on it, and that cloud is in the top left corner. Alright, so when I hit add layer, we may see the screen flicker, we may not. If it did, it was so fast I didn't even see it. Now, if I select the cloud, I tell him to repeat on X, and it crashed. Oh no, it did. Okay, it hit the breakpoint. Oh, I'm about to say, this is some horse shit. Alright, repeat on X, repeat on Y. Alright, so one more time. Select it, it's there. Select this different layer, it hopefully won't crash. It crashed. That is amazing to me. How did you crash? You're telling me draw lock is fucking false. I am seriously blown away. I don't even understand how that happened. How did you get... What the fuck is going on here? I don't understand this at all. I'm at a complete loss for what the fuckisms. I've got a race condition I cannot stop. I even set specifically. I don't understand. I don't understand. I do not understand anymore. That sucks. I'm getting my ass kicked. Good time to stream when you get your fucking ass kicked. What is going on? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? All right. How do I even fix that? You know, like I don't know how to fix that. I have no idea how to fix that. What are you doing? I need to know what you're doing. Something somewhere is fucking me up, and I don't know why. I'm just gonna have to put a fucking safety check on this bitch that's like, look, if you're gonna crash, just don't fucking do it. I don't know why I have to be that specific. I shouldn't have to be. Alright, refresh the placed images. If I have a layer selected, it's not -1, and the count is greater than 0, then L box placed images, clear the images thing, I agree. For each placed image, current image in that selected layer, add it to my list. I agree with this. But what I don't understand is why the fuck it's breaking. I don't understand that. I am definitely at a loss for words right now. This sucks, man. Just do 2 layers, that's all I need. Add a layer, cloud layer, bam. Left top. Repeat X, repeat Y. I can't even tell if it's working. Add a layer. Crash, right? No. Select the cloud. Crash. Alright, so it's something when I select a different image that's placed, but I don't know why. Yeah, I see that. I see that. So, what the fuck am I doing? Scroll down, goddammit. What am I doing here that's breaking this bitch? Only bother if a layer has been selected. Right. Only bother if a image has been selected. Right. I agree with this. Draw lock. The X value of this equals the selected layer. Selected image is X. This is not anything revolutionary. Why are you breaking? This is really... Oh, patience, Iago, patience. I don't understand this. This is some more shit. Load a fucking cloud. Load a fucking map. Add a layer. Layer, cloud, put it down. Cloud goes in the top left. Add a new layer. I can switch just now just fine. Alright, so if I select the layer and then select the image, selected index, good, draw lock is true, these are all correct. But now if I go to switch layers, it's going to crash. And that's what I do not understand. So I wish to know why that is. Oh, and furthermore, it's going to crash before I can even get to my code to see why it crashes. It'll crash, right? Yeah, exactly. So that's my problem, is draw lock is not stopping it because it hasn't been set yet, because the render happens so fast that before I can even tell it, hey, don't draw this, it's already drawing it. It's so fast. I'm fucking working with Sonic the fucking Hedgehog here. So if I want this to not fuck up, I have got to put error checks on all of these things. Wow. Wow. I mean, that is... I mean, I'm impressed that it's this fast. I honestly thought this tool would be a little slow, but apparently I've got a speed problem. So, you know, let's just fucking fix that. From now on, how do I do that? Layer and current layers render. That's fine. That should never crash, but you clearly crash a lot. So we are not going to allow this anymore. So, if there is a layer selected, and there is an image selected, and that layers dot count is greater than the selected layer count. So in other words, if you tell me a layer is selected, does that layer even fucking exist? So if it comes back with 0 and I have none, then that would not work. And the layers, how do I fucking check this without crashing it? Layers sub lbox layers dot selected index dot images dot count is greater than the supposed placed images count. Then and only then will I know that you are not fucking lying to me. That is the only way I will believe you. And I shouldn't have to do that. I should not have to be this fucking paranoid. But you forced my hand, good sir. Fucking cloud. Fucking map. Add a layer. Cloud goes on that layer. At the breakpoint. Alright. Where's my cloud, sir? Okay, whatever. Come on, stop hitting the breakpoints. I'm trying to look at shit. Alright. Move it to the left and up. Add another layer. Switch layers. Alright, that's impressive. On layer 1, I want the cloud to repeat on its X and Y. Layer 2. It didn't crash. Fucking hallelujah. Man, that was rough. Alright, so on layer 2, I want a map. And I want that map to also be in the top left corner. So, I mean, it's starting to look a little better. Now I got to get that cloud to repeat across the screen. Yes, I finally fucking got something though. That was driving me insane, man. Alright, that's a problem though. When I switch layers, I want to clear these info. Yes, thank you, thank you. Wait, I need some celebratory music for this shit. And why don't I have music? We need music, don't you agree? Music helps make the world go round. You know why I don't have music? Because music takes streaming. We're not gonna. No, I got music on my computer. We can go back to the 1990s. I still got MP3s on this thing somewhere. Or is it stuff, music? Final Fantasy IV. Hopefully not too loud. I just want a battle theme. Can I get a battle theme? Please? Yeah. A little loud. There we go. Yes! Fucking got that shit. Now, what is next? Next, we are gonna set the checkbox. Cbox repeat x dot checked equals false. Same for, oh you bitch, what'd you just do? Same for y. Build that shit. Alright, so now when I have a cloud and a map and 2 layers, and the cloud is there, it repeats on X and Y, top left corner, and on layer 2 I got the fucking map, and that map is in the top left corner. So now, when I go and I click on cloud, the checkboxes are checked, which is correct. But if I go to layer 2, these checkboxes should uncheck. And they do. Beautiful. Alright, so now I need to actually make the cloud repeat on the X and repeat on the Y. So that's going to be a little fun. I'm trying to think of how exactly I'm going to do that. Fuck my life. I suppose. How the fuck am I gonna do this? This is gonna be crazy. All right. Well, what I'm gonna do on the render. This is all rendered. Render for every layer, for every image. Draw it. Alright, so how do I do this? How do I do this? We are gonna say if, or maybe while. No, here's how we'll do it. We'll say draw it if the current image repeat X, or is false, and the current image repeat Y. How, this is not gonna work. Shit on me. Shit. Alright, repeat Y is false. So if the image doesn't repeat at all, just fucking draw it. Else, if the image repeats on the X and repeats on the Y, else, if the image repeats on the X and does not repeat on the Y, else, if the current image does not repeat on the X, but does repeat on the Y. There. I think that's every fucking situation. Now to figure out how to do that. Indeed. Alright, so this is repeat everywhere. And this is repeat X. And this is repeat Y. Why did you tab that over? What the fuck's wrong with you? I need more music than that. Hold on. I got a playlist somewhere, don't I? Back when I didn't use YouTube for everything. Where the fuck is it? There you are. Alright, this is a mixture of battle music, which is appropriate for what I'm coding. And I don't know how loud or quiet that is, so I apologize if it's too loud. Maybe. Alright, so let's focus. So if I am only repeating on the X, then what? Oh, looping. That's true. While looping. Hey, don't do that. Alright, then what I'm gonna do, I'm only going to repeat to the right, and I'm only going to repeat down. So if I want it to cover the... No, that's not going to work, is it? I don't know if that would work. Alright, fuck it. We will do this right. Somehow. Shit. This is definitely tough. Alright, we can do this. Here's how I'll do it. I will make a function for repeat X, and I will make a function for repeat Y. That's the first thing I'm gonna fucking do. Alright. So, repeat X. That's the name of my function. And it's gonna take the current image, right? Current image? Or should I only do the ID? I'll do the ID. The ID, and the width of the image. No, I need the whole image. So fuck it. Repeat X for the current image. Let's make that function now. This is gonna be a bitch. Private void repeat X. It takes a placed image called current image. Alright, and this function draws an image repeatedly across the X of the screen. Alright, so I'm going to need a few things from this image. I'm going to need its width. Get the width, that's right, of the current image. Alright, I'm going to need the images. I'm not going to need the image's height. I should not give a shit about the image's height. Right? Right. Yeah, I shouldn't. I don't think I need that. So I'm not going to have that. So Now, draw all left until out of left side, right? This is a nightmare trying to think of how to do this. So, we'll first draw right where it's at. Draw right where the image is. DX wrapper, picture 3D manager, instance, draw. Can I just steal that real quick? I'll be right back. Let me steal that code. Why think when you can steal? There we go. Stolen. Paste that bitch. Alright, so I got the first one drawn. It draws oh shit. Oh shit, I need that offset. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck. Well, fuck it, I'll recalculate it. Shit. Oh, you're clever. You're very clever. But you're not clever enough. No, sir. I will have this. I will. Alright, so that draws. Oh, fuck, you need the Y offset too. You suck. Alright, I'll steal that too. Anything else? You will not stop me. This music's making me feel better. Alright. So, I draw it right where it's at. Now I need to draw everything to the left of it, since it's repeating to the left. So, what I do for that is what? I need a int current x equals this fucker. Alright, so now while current x is greater than 0 minus the width of the image. So as long as the top left corner of the image is either on the screen or close to the edge of the screen so that the image will still get on the screen. So in other words, this will keep drawing to the left until the current X is so far off screen that it wouldn't matter. So, you know, it won't keep drawing forever. It'll just draw to the left until I'm off the screen so far that it doesn't matter. Alright, so while that is true, redraw the same fucking image to the current X, yes. Now, after that, we need to move to the left. So now current X now equals minus equal the width. And I do believe that is it. That will draw everything to the left until I am way past the fucking screen. Now we need to draw all right until out of the right side of the screen. So now we need to reset our X. So now X needs to be what? It needs to be what? I have no fucking clue. It needs to be current images X plus the width. While the current X is less than or equal to, should I do that? Or should it just be less than? Fuck it, I'll do equal to. How do I get the map size? Don't I have a map size.x? Yeah. So as long as the left corner of the image is at least in the screen, as soon as it hits the map size, we know it's on the border of the right edge. So as long as it's less than or equal to that, it's still on the screen. So while it's doing that, fucking draw it. And then update the X. Plus equals the width. And that should handle drawing all the left and all the right. So I should have a working repeat X now, I believe. I think. Let's fucking find out, huh? Let's see. So if repeat X is on, but not repeat Y, it will call repeat X. Let's fucking see if that works. I like that it's playing the Lavos Beckons music now. This is some intense shit. Alright, load, cloud, add a layer, put the cloud on the layer, put it in the top left corner. Click on repeat X. Yes! Look at that! My fucking cloud repeats, yo! Oh, that's fucking beautiful. Alright, new question. If I move the cloud from the top left corner, will it draw on the left side? That's important. So let's see. Let's move my fucking cloud. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Yes, it's drawing to the left and to the right of the fucking image. It's drawing to the left and to the fucking right of the image. That's fucking... Oh, wait, wait, wait. What if I move the cursor, though? Okay, see, we got a problem there. I'm not sure how to fix that either. Did I click it again? Alright, see, I gotta fix the scroll problem, apparently. Fucking auto-scroll. Wait. Oh, I clicked twice? My bad. Either way. Come on, repeat X. Oh, okay, map size. What's my map size? Make it 4096, because I'm fucking crazy. Fuck. Yeah, I gotta figure out why the scroll bar fucks me up. Well, for one, when I draw my red lines, I don't take into account where I'm at on the scroll bar, so I have to fix that. And for two, why the shit doesn't the other... Because I don't know. Either way, I'm getting there. I got something. I got some fucking progress. Alright, let's fix the red lines first of all. Red lines need to consider when I'm scrolling. I don't fucking need red lines to always be in the wrong spot. So give me these numbers, because I'm going to need them everywhere. I'm going to need them everywhere. Right on the right at the fucking beginning. Alright, so lines... Fix this shit. Do I add them or do I subtract them? I never get that right. Add them, okay. Plus the X off. Plus the Y off. Stupid offsets. Plus the Y off. I think I'll just copy plus X off and paste that shit everywhere. Paste. Paste. Paste, paste, every fucking where. Do the same thing for Y off. Copy. Paste, 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 paste. Build. Alright, so that should fix that. Let's find out. Load a cloud, add a layer, put the cloud on the layer. Fucking make it repeat on the X. Works beautiful. Alright, so now you change the map size to be very large. 4096 is pretty fucking large. Scroll. Now the red line should not follow me. Good. Now the only thing I gotta fix is why the offsets don't seem... See, the right offset seems to work, but I guess I fucked up the left offset for some reason. So I need to figure that out. What's with the offsets here? Repeat X, what the hell are you doing? Alright, so I'm not sure. There it is, that's why. That's right there. No, I don't know why. Hold on. The Y offset works no matter what. The current X does not add the offset. There's the problem, right? I need to add the offset. Right? Maybe? So, okay, hold on. Try this. Just try doing it here. Same with here. Just keep doing it the way you've been doing it, the way it works. It should work. That should work perfect. Let's find out. Load a fucking cloud. Add a layer. put the cloud on the layer, tell the fucker to repeat, make the map really large, like 4096, pretty fucking large. Alright, moment of truth. Scroll a little to the right. It's working. It's fucking working. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so now, so now, if I have clouds and a map and 2 fucking layers, the cloud on the back layer, in the top left corner, repeating on the X, and the second layer has a map, and that map is also there. See? You see? The cloud goes behind the level. It's fucking working! Oh my god, it's fucking working! That's awesome. So now I need to get it to where it repeats on the Y as well. And then after it repeats on the Y, you know, still goes behind the background. But it fucking works. So now if your character comes to the edge of the cliff, he can get some epic view of my little, yeah, cloud thing. I am a terrible artist, I'm aware of that. I've never claimed proficiency in art. But the point is, this shit works. This shit is working, I'm gonna keep going. So now I need to do the repeat Y, and then when I'm done with that, I need to do repeat X, repeat Y, which is a little more complicated. In fact, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do repeat X, repeat Y. But I will figure that shit out at some point. I suppose I will do, oh my god, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do repeat X, repeat Y. It will be more difficult, for sure. That fucking works, and that's awesome. Alright, come on. Let's do repeat Y. So repeat Y is going to be the same way as repeat X, except on the Y. So fuck these bitches. Just copy the whole damn function. What, did I not put a comment on that? I thought I did. Oh, I did. Well, fuck it. Take that too. Take it all. Repeat it. Alright, now change everywhere you see X to fucking Y. Everywhere you see width, change it to fucking height. Fucking height. Yeah. Right, X offset is the same, Y offset is the same. But now we're doing everything on the Y. Current Y is the current Y. Wrapper, draw the current. No, we don't have current X here. Now we do current image dot X plus the X offset. And then we do the current Y plus the Y offset. So that draws it in place. And then we update the current Y minus equal the height. Now we draw all up, not left, until we are outside of the upper side of the screen. Oh, you know what? I could use some zoom code. Alright, so now we draw, same thing, current image dot X plus the X offset plus the current Y plus the Y offset, and then we minus the Y from the height. This is gonna work. And now we draw all down until we are outside of the bottom of the screen. Out of the bottom of the screen. By saying, okay, well the current Y now equals the image's Y plus the fucking height. As long, oh shit, I didn't update the fucking while loop. While the current Y is greater than 0 minus the height. Agreed. And then the current Y equals the image Y plus the height. As long as this Y is less than or equal to the map size's Y, then draw the motherfucker. Current image dot X plus the X offset. Current image's Y plus the Y offset. Current Y plus equals height. Man, my throat is drying up fast. Fucking take a drink of water. Alright, so now the Y repeat should be done. Except I need to call it. If I don't call it, what good is it? So now this is only if you are repeating Y, but not repeating X. We will call repeat Y, we will pass it the current image, and it will gladly go fuck itself. Load the image, the clouds, load the image, the map, add 2 fucking layers. On the layer 2, add the map. The map goes in the top left corner. On layer 1, we have a cloud right here, and that cloud has a repeating Y, and it works. Hide that layer for a second. I need to check my work. Let's make the map size ridiculous, like 4096. Oh shit, I set the wrong size, didn't I? Sure did. So I changed the map to Y. Now when I scroll down, the red box stays there, the cloud repeats, and it's not fucked up. So it successfully worked. So now I can repeat X, and I can repeat on Y. Now I get the fun of coding repeating on both. Now that's going to be a little intensive, because for every repeat that I do, I also have to repeat its Y, which is a little bit ugly. But I feel I can do that. We're gonna do that. We will call this function repeat all. Pass in the current image. I am so glad that shit worked. Alright. Repeats an image across the X and the Y. It is a private function that does not return anything. I need the offsets. Hey, this is good music for this, the boss fight. Alright, so how do I want to fucking do this? I am gonna need an image that I can modify. Yes. That is what I am going to need. I think. Yes, that is what I am gonna do. Yes, that is what I'm gonna do. Fuck it. Alright, so... now what? So now... fuck. Just trying to think of it is tough. Oh yes, you are a placed image. Sorry. Don't freak out. Alright. So... alright, so first, let's just draw the image in place. That's always the first step. Draw the image right in fucking place. Alright. And that's done. Now I'm gonna have repeat X logic going, but at the same time, every time I repeat X, I'm also going to call the repeat Y and pass it a clone. That's what I'm going to do. So first thing I need to do is steal the repeat X logic. So I'm going to go to repeat X, and I'm going to basically steal it. All of it. Alright, I stole all the logic from repeat X. Now here's where the difference is. The difference is, as I'm repeating left, I'm going to make a clone of the image and pass that to repeat Y. Yes, that is what I'm going to do. So I actually am going to call, what am I going to do? I'm going to say placed image. Let's make it, hold on. All right, let's put, man, I can't even talk about it because it's so much, you know? All right, so let's make a placed image called clone, and it is equal to current image. It is a clone, yeah. I don't know if I can do it that way, so I'm gonna say new placed image. Clones dot. I need an actual clone function. See, I don't know. Fuck it, let's find out. YOLO, right? If I'm wrong, well, fuck it. It'll show up. It'll be obviously wrong. Let me put a comment here. This could be wrong. Could be reference copy, not copy constructor. I don't know how C# reacts to that. We're gonna find out. Alright, so now I'm gonna say that the clones man, this is tough. That the clones x equals the current x plus the no, just the current x, right? Yes. Just that, yes. And everything else should be the same, right? Yes. And then I'm gonna call repeat y, and I'm gonna pass him the clone. And I'm not gonna do any drawing there. And that should handle it. Ah, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Alright, and then clone dot x equals current x. And now in here, I'm gonna call repeat y clone. And that should solve just about everything. That should solve everything. I am terrified of testing this out because it is the ugliest fucking logic. Let's find out though. Alright, fucking full screen this bitch. First things first, let's have a humongous map size of 4096 by 4096. Load a cloud. Add a layer. Put the cloud in there. Let's max it out, full screen. There's my cloud. I'm gonna tell it to repeat on the X. Oh, guess helps if I select the cloud. Repeat on the X. Appears to repeat on the X. I'm gonna turn that off, and I'm gonna tell it to repeat on the Y. Repeats on the Y. Now I'm gonna tell it to repeat on both. X, Y. Oh my god. Oh my god. It works! It works! What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! It works. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, well, fuck it. It's working. Let's add another layer. Let's add the fucking map on there. So on layer 2, map, place the fucker down. The map should be in the top left corner. So now we see I'm way the fuck up here. But look at that shit. It works. The clouds are repeating. It's fucking repeating. That's awesome. I am slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. So let's go a little step further. Let's take the tree, load in the tree, add another layer for trees. Alright, so take the trees on layer 3 and just start putting them down. Fuck. Scroll down. Oh, fuck. Did I somehow add another map? How did I get another map in there? I did get another map. Fuck me. Alright, well you can go way the fuck out of there. I don't want you in there. I don't remember myself clicking. Whatever. Alright, so down here we're gonna have a little forest. Alright, and we'll sort that in a second. I just want to make sure this is all good. I can't believe that shit works. 88 miles per hour. Alright, this is beautiful. Fucking beautiful. We'll have a little mini forest here. Oh, fuck. Alright, see, this is what the correction thing's for. Over here. Fucking move him to the left. Get on the continent. Alright, so now when I hit sort, it should fix all these trees that are sitting on top of each other. Hopefully, without crashing. Alright, so that one's good. Any other forest? I know I made one down south. That one's correct. Scroll down. Alright, this also is correct. There are no trees that are, you know, blatantly floating on top of the other trees. It fucking works. I am slowly creating a fucking Secret of Mana type engine. Right now I'm just working on getting it to where I can place shit and render shit. But that is awesome. Alright, well, I accomplished far more than I hoped to today. Far more. I don't know if I'm done. I think I might be done for the night. I've done a lot. I want to celebrate. I want to eat some fucking pizza. I want to do something. I want to have fun. I want to do something fun. This is awesome, though. This is awesome. Fuck yeah, this is awesome. Oh, you know what also is cool? I can put a tree down, and then I can tell that tree to repeat on its X and Y. Wow. It fucking works! Uh-oh, where'd it go? What the hell just happened? Shit. Uh-oh. Okay, see? This was the glitch that I was afraid of. That thing of me not being sure how the code would react, it reacted exactly the way I thought it would. It actually moved my tree, and I didn't want it to move my tree, I just wanted it to repeat my tree. So now I need to go to that spot that I said this could be wrong and change it, because it's clearly wrong. Right here, this could be wrong. Yeah, it is wrong. Fuck you, C#. I need to make a clone function, and that does exactly that, just clones itself. Alright, so make a clone. Public. Doesn't return anything. It's called clone. It takes a placed image to clone. And what it does is this X equals 2 clones X. No. This Y equals 2 clones Y. This dot. Hey, what the fuck? This dot name equals 2 clones name. This dot ID equals 2 clones dot ID. All because you couldn't fucking figure out what I meant. C#. Repeat X, I need that as well. This dot repeat X equals 2 clones dot repeat X. This dot repeat Y equals 2 clones dot repeat Y. Alright, that should be everything, right? Did all my getters and setters, are they all set up right? They look right. X, Y, name, ID, repeat X, repeat Y. They're all set up. Not base Y, but that's fine. Alright, that should work then. So now go down to where I said this could be wrong, because it's fucking clearly wrong. Good luck finding it. Shit. 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 I'm lost. This could be wrong. This could be wrong. Maybe it's just Control F. This could be wrong. There you go. Fucking change that to be placed image clone equals a new placed image. Clone dot clone the current image. There. Don't be a cunt. That's what I'm basically telling you. That was a good trick, though. Alright, so now load a cloud. Load a layer. Put the cloud in there. Tell him to repeat on his X and Y. Uh-oh. What the shit? I just broke it. Yes, I did. Repeat on your Y. What the shit? Repeat on your X worked. Repeat on your Y worked. But repeating on both. The first one. Oh, yeah, you're right. The first one wouldn't work, would it? You're absolutely right. I'll fix that. That's easy fix. How did I not see that one before? You just say what? You would say repeat Y current image, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's all you do for that. I think that's it, so try that again. Layer, cloud, select the cloud, repeat on your X, repeat on your Y, repeat on only your Y, repeat on only your X. Alright, now, the important thing to find out if it broke it or not, when I uncheck both of those, that cloud should not fucking move. And it didn't, so now I know it did work. That was the problem with the wrong code, is because I wasn't properly copying the tree, it was actually taking the original tree and fucking moving it. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted it to copy the tree. And it didn't. It fucking took the tree. Like a fucking thief. So that's why we had that disagreement that I had to fix. Make that clone function to actually clone. Alright, so that is it for me. I feel I have accomplished more than I set out to do tonight, which is great. So I'm not sure what I'm going to work on next. But that is... Oh, I guess I should start doing collision stuff soon. That would be nice. Either way, I'll figure out what I'm going to work on the next time I work on it. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and have a nice night.